Hello, everybody.
At his first White House meeting with congressional leaders, the president stressed the importance of bipartisan support for his economic stimulus plan, while acknowledging there's still a lot of work to do.
I recognize that there are still some differences around the table and between the administration and members of Congress about particular details on the plan.
Everyone at the meeting agreed on the need for quick action.
I do think we'll be able to meet the president's deadline of getting the package to him by mid-February.
But some Republicans complained that the $825 billion plan has far too much in spending and far too little in tax cuts.
Lowering tax rates and allowing people to keep more of what they earn will allow them to spend that money, invest that money, or save it, all of which are good for the economy.
The president told Republicans he's open to the possibility of more tax cuts for small business. But when Republicans criticized tax refunds for people who don't pay taxes, sources in the meeting say the president said, quote, "I won," referring to the election and making clear he's sticking with that part of the plan. Meanwhile, the president overturned yet another Bush administration policy today by executive order, this one on abortion, ending the ban on federal funding for international organizations that perform the procedure or do abortion counseling. But Mr. Obama continued another controversial Bush administration policy, allowing 2 missile strikes inside Pakistan that killed at least one al-Qaeda operative. The strikes come just one day after Mr. Obama overturned a number of other Bush administration anti-terror policies, including his decision to close the prison at Guantanamo Bay. Government sources confirmed the missile strikes, but the White House was tight-lipped.
I'm not going to comment on those matters.
Early next week, the president will ratchet up his efforts to get bipartisan support for that economic stimulus plan. He'll travel to Capitol Hill for a meeting where only Republicans will be invited. Katie?
Chip Reid. Chip, thank you. Bob Schieffer is our chief Washington correspondent and anchor of Face the Nation. And Bob, it's been quite a week, beginning with Tuesday.
It really has, Katie. And you know, the scene I will always remember was the look on Barack Obama's face when he came out on the Capitol steps and looked out on that great crowd that stretched over a mile before him. Wouldn't you just love to know what was going through his mind at that moment? He had to be awed by just the sight of that gathering, and with the severity of the problems he faced, no human, no matter how confident it seems to me, could look out on that crowd and not wonder, can I live up to the expectations of all those people? Yet in the 3 days since then, he has laid out an ambitious program, promises of more transparency in government, new walls between the government and special interests. By executive order, he will close Guantanamo prison, and in outlawing torture, he has told the world that we will practice what we preach. These are not insignificant things, nor is his plan for economic recovery, but it's going to take more than just talk to put all that in place. He'll have to rein in some Democrats. He'll have to give Republicans some of what they want, and that won't be easy. But I think, Katie, the huge crowds that came to Washington have changed the tone here. If he can take advantage of that, I think he has a real chance to get some of this done. I think he's off to a very good start.
All right. Bob Schieffer. Bob, thank you.